Welcome everybody to Travelivery. Today we're going to do something new that we really haven't done before, and that is hidden gems. Today you can find us at the Sunset Regional Park. And here at the Sunset Regional Park, there's a lot of things to do. You can play tennis, you can play basketball, you can do all sorts of things. Here are some of the rules, should you ever need to know about them. That is specifically for the Clark County Park, which Sunset is a part of. But we're gonna come out here to this little parking lot. This is where I'm parked at for the time being, because there's this specific rule that you need to know about this park. Well, one, you need to pick up your poop after your dogs, but Sunset Dune is a sensitive habitat. Please stay on the trails and keep animals on leashes. So today, I'm gonna take you on a little journey from this starting point all the way around that way, and hopefully ending all the way over here by the end of our journey. We're gonna go up this trail in a bit, but for right now, we're just gonna take a nice leisurely stroll around this area. Hope you enjoy. Stay tuned. Hidden Gems, Las Vegas. So here we go on our little trek. Now, from up there, which you can see, right there, from there you get a nice vantage point of the entire park. It's the Dunes Discovery Park. That is the name of it, I believe. And from up there, like I said, you get a nice view of the park itself. So earlier, I don't know if you heard this buzzing noise. You kind of maybe heard it at the very beginning of this video. But there's a lake here at Sunset Park. And on that lake, a lot of times on the weekends, but it's not a weekend today, it's a weekday, they race motorboats. So that's kind of cool that they do that. This is along this path. It's about 12 feet wide, if you can't tell from the camera. And you can see these posts with the cables right here. So the intention of those is to make sure you stay on the trail and you don't bother the animals. So you got a lot of animals that'll live in this thick brush, birds, rabbits, all kinds of rabbits actually. Some of them you're like, what is that? But they're jackrabbits. They got really long legs. Maybe we'll see some on our little walk here, maybe we won't. But right over to our left, you can see a plane, and that is going to be landing at McCarran Airport, which it's approximately over in that direction. And you hear that noise? That's a train. And there's the train track that's close to here. This is an interesting spot. It's really close to the airport, really close to the train track. So, and why this is a hidden gem is that you can see these are all dunes. This used to not be an accessible park or part of the park until they put in these walkways and these cables and posts. Like I said, these are to make sure that you don't go into the dune areas. I mean, obviously, you could completely walk over these. Very simple to do, but they don't want you to do that. They're there to keep you from doing that. So, yeah, there's some houses over there, but this is a pretty big area. As you can see, let me give you a 360 where I'm at right now. You wouldn't know really that you're at a park except for that over there. But mostly, all you see is the dunes. People, they're walking their dogs or just going for a nice stroll. So that, by the way, over there is the Interpretive Overlook. And as we go along here, there should be some things that we can see that are, it's like an interpretive history walk, if you will. As you come up to this, see, there's some benches that you can chill out on. They're just rock. They're not metal, they're not wood, They're just big stones. Plenty of trash cans for you to throw your stuff away. Don't be a litter bug. Everybody wants to come out here and enjoy this. So we have a fork. You can go there, or you can go this way. Should you go this way and follow it all the way around, it's the long way to go around the park. If you don't want to do that, maybe you want a shorter walk, you can go this way. There's really no direction. You can go either way. I happen to be going clockwise. You could go counterclockwise if you wanted to. It wouldn't really matter. But maybe you got to here and you wanted to go down there and make a really quick turn, come back this way. You can do that. It's a short walk. Take the longer way around, or maybe you didn't want to do this section. You wanted to turn right here and then turn right again and go all the way around. Do whatever you want. It's just someplace cool to go and you can enjoy nature. So again, it's really cool. Like, there's a bunny right there. You see the bunny? The bunny is just sitting there. As we get closer though, he's gonna start running because that's what they do. But hopefully he'll just sit still because we're not here to mess with him. Maybe if I be quiet. You see our little bunny friend? He's kind of in the, there he is. He's chilling. He knows I'm not going to mess with him because I'm not making any fast movements towards him. But that's our bunny friend. As you can see, I am about, I don't know, 10 feet away. They're not normally like that. Normally they just, hi Mr. Bunny. Normally they just keep going, but you saw it was probably not a threat and decided to pose for my camera. But as you can see, you have a lot of thick brush. So imagine a time where these 12-foot painted areas were not here. Part of the reason, oh, here's some birds. Sorry if I have squirrel moments, but I figure I share some nature with you as we're going along. So if you're a bird watcher, you want to come out here and check out some birds and stuff, you can see those as well. They're just chilling, taking it. A breezy day. You might even be able to hear it in the video. I think they're cranes, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, I don't know. Let's see if I can zoom in and see them. Is that them? I think so. Right there in the center of the screen, you should see it. Yep. So that's another really cool feature about this park, is that you're going to run into different animals here and there. Another plane landing. So far this looks like it might be a little bit of a long video, but that's okay. Now, here we go. So we've come to another fork. If you head to the left, that'll take you over to the park entrance on Sunset Road. Like right on Sunset Road. If you're familiar with the area, kind of over by Sunrise Coffee. So if you go, make a left here, you'll follow it all the way around. It's a good mile over there. But we're gonna keep going this way. And as you can see, Interpretive History Walk. Again, we see our sign that says it's a sensitive habitat. Stay on the trail. We're technically on the trail right now. And here's part of our first interpretive walk, the Dunes Discovery Area. Nice little map there. And these really cool rock structures that hold the map, really giving it a natural kind of feel. So if you want to pause the video and take a read of that, you can. So that's our first one. So we're going to keep on walking, keep on trekking. By the way, I was a little hesitant to make this video. I'd been contemplating it for a while, but I thought to myself, you know, I really like coming here. And I really like that there's not a lot of people here. But at the same time, inside of me, the type of person that I am that likes to just share things with people and tell people where cool things are, said, well, Jeremy, you should really probably share this with people. And that's what I'm doing. So, but I don't know if it'll be a viral video or anything because it's a park in Las Vegas, but a lot of people have an impression of Las Vegas, one thing, and they don't think of it any other way. And this is kind of nice to just show you that there's another side to Las Vegas. If you're seeing those houses that are over there, that's part of the Sierra Ranchos community. It's off a road called Tamiyasu. It's a pretty famous road here in Las Vegas. And, oh, there's quails. See? There they go. Quail's running. Well, there's one. The other one's right there. Here he goes. Yep, just running about. I'm going to guess we're not going to see any jackrabbits. I think they come out around sunset time. It's not even close to sunset yet. Anyway, back to the road. Tamiyasu. Pretty famous road. Mike Tyson's house was on Tamiyasu, I believe. Wayne Newton's house, part of his house, runs alongside Tamiyasu. And that's where that area is. Now, the name Tamiyasu is important. And I will talk more about it in the blog. So if you go to vegas.travelivery.com, you will be able to read more about Tamiyasu and how this park even came to becoming a park or a section of the park. So the links will be in the description below or at the end. I'm sure there's going to be a way that you can click on something to take you there. But again, those are those houses right over there. So right about here is a good vantage point to kind of give you an idea of how we don't even feel like we're in Las Vegas. We don't really even feel like we're in a city. I mean, you can see some of the lights from the baseball fields over there, but you see the mountains in the background. It's quiet, as you can hear. Nope, nothing happened to your video. That was just me not talking, and you could hear nothing except a bee flying around me and maybe a plane in the background. But that's why it's so cool. Even that plane, barely hear it. But that's what's really neat about this park. Just quiet, go for a nice walk. It's about, I don't know, 2 miles around or something like that. I haven't measured it. I've ridden it plenty of times on my bike. And by the way, that's something you can do. You can ride your bike, you can walk. You can rollerblade, as you saw the lady do, because these are pretty, aside from these cracks that you see, there's no big bumps or anything. So if you're into skating or rollerblading or whatever, you can do that out here comfortably without worrying about getting injured. And we have another bunny. So there's a bunny there. And to his left is a bird. Don't know what kind of bird. There's a quails running over there. And literally, this is just me standing in one spot, seeing all this wildlife. Mr. Bunny's not moving. He's still there. So that's something you can look forward to when you come to the, there they are over there on that little ridge. And normally they're running fast, but they're a good 25 feet from me, so I'm sure they don't see me as a threat. Oh, there's a bunny over there. And this guy has moved a little bit. There he is. Let's get a picture of him. All right. So earlier, remember when I told you there's a little cutoff that you could go to? Maybe maybe you wanted to make your walk a little bit shorter. See, and also clearly you can ride a bike here, as that gentleman's doing. But earlier where I was talking about, you can make a cutoff, make your walk shorter, what have you, maybe a little circle, longer circle, what have you. That's this area. So if I wanted to do that, I would turn right and go down that way, like those people are walking over there. But we're taking the long way around, and we're gonna keep going this way. Now, you see right ahead, there's a bunch of baseball lights. Those are different than the ones I showed you before. Oh, by the way, as a side note, like I said, those houses right there, they're in Sierra Ranchos. So right here, as you can see, going straight down that way, and this way is a white fence. And that is still their property. What it is, I don't know if you can tell, but that's all dirt. That is a horse community. So if you have horses, you can board them on property and then get it on your horse. And this trail right here goes around the whole entire property. So, I mean, there's a long part of it where you could really get moving with your horse, or you can just take him for a nice walk. But that is it. I showed you that end of it, and now that shows you down that way. But all these houses kind of line the fence there. So anyway, those lights over there are a bunch of baseball fields. They're right along the railroad track. And then over there as well is a dog park. So Sunset Park is a lot bigger than most people think. They wouldn't even actually know that this park's out here. Again, all these dunes, pretty cool. As you see as well, you can see that couple over there and this gentleman here walking or running their dogs. It's a really cool spot to go to. Again, don't forget to pick up your poop. And some people want to know what these things are right there. So there's one over there, and there's one right there. I'm pretty sure they are to water the area. Maybe it doesn't get a lot of water. There's water PVC pipes going to it. More houses from Sierra Ranchos. Bad thing about these ones, they're kind of by the railroad track. Could be a downfall. As you can see, you've got runners. I think we've got a biker coming over here. Yeah, she's on her bike. And right there is the infamous railroad track I've been telling you about. And you heard the train earlier. As you can see, it goes right next to the park. And blows its horn pretty loud sometimes. In fact, I've even been walking out here and it's gone by, and I can feel in the ground the train going by. But it's a small inconvenience for the nice nature wonder you get out here. You can see that plane taking off over there, and you can see the Stratosphere Tower. So this side of the park, because it's got a lot of flat areas to it, is where you can see a lot of the strip. You can see the Stratosphere right there. What's going to be called the Drew right there. The Palazzo, Cosmopolitan. So you can see a lot of the strip hotels from over here. And of course, that nice mountain range as well. So, because I want to make sure I give you a complete, honest review about the Dune Discovery area, there's a stretch of it that's right next to Eastern. That's what that road is right there, Eastern. And the rail track comes across. Over in that corner is, or that light down there, that is Warm Springs. So that whole area is Warm Springs in Eastern area. You know, it's got a shopping center and fast food places and all that kind of stuff. So you do quite a bit of a walk down that. But part of the design is here. I think we saw this earlier, the Dunes Discovery area, when we were walking around. But this also gives us some more information. So as I talked about earlier, there's a jackrabbit. There's roadrunners. I've never seen coyote, I can tell you that. I've never seen any snakes or beetles. Maybe a lizard, but I've definitely seen a lot of these guys. Haven't seen any of them today. Like I said, I think that they come out at sunset, but again, more cool natural rock work. This thing holds up this entire structure right here. Just a way for you to check things out. Turkey vulture, I can't say that I've seen any of those, but like we saw today, we saw some cranes, and then some of the foliage, mesquite trees, and all sorts of stuff. So if you needed to see any of that, you can pause it while we continue our journey. And part of this I might have to pause as it gets loud. But it's not too bad. Where you see those big trees right over there, that's where it starts to cut back in. And then we're really maybe only a couple more minutes from where we started from. Then we can go to the top of the observation area. Check that out. Just taking video for context. So if you're a mom and you have kids, you can easily come out here with your running stroller and enjoy nature and not be bothered by anybody. And that's a really cool thing I will say about this park area, is that as you can see, there's cars right there, but we're walking here and there's nobody to bother us. So you can come out here with your stroller, with your dog, on your bike, and not have to worry about getting hit, and just enjoying nature. All right, as I said, that is Eastern right there. Down that way is Warm Springs, which is south. This way, you'll find Sunset. So off of Eastern, there are two entrances to get into the park. If you're coming from Warm Springs, you're gonna come in this one right here. And this parking lot over here is where you can park to enjoy this park. If you're coming from Sunset, you're going to make your second entrance with a left. Oh, and there's park police here too, so you don't have to worry about it. In fact, I think this is their headquarters. That's how you get in here, and that's where the parking lot is over there. Give you a shot from this side. See how open it is? Nice foothills over here. In that area, you've got McDonald Ranch, Escaya, pretty expensive homes. And they don't go very far up the hill either. I don't think they can. I don't think they're allowed to. But that's that over there, and you can see our overlook is in view. Parking lot, walkway, observation area. All right, so we made it all the way around back to our beginning spot, back to our Sunset Regional Park sign. And we're gonna go right up to the Interpretive Overlook. So they have really cool things like this. Tells you a little bit about water in Las Vegas, and there's little cut-throughs so you can kind of look through there and see foliage. Again, you'll see another one like that. Sunset Park setting. Really cool stuff that you can learn about. Maybe you want to bring your kid out here and have a nice day with them and let them read about the things and see different creatures and stuff. Pretty cool. It's talking about the railroad. Another peek through. It's talking about the dunes. There used to be lots of dunes in Las Vegas. this is really the last one. We are going up a hill. It's really the highest hill here in the dunes area. It's talking about Miller Ranch. Another peek through. And another peek through. And remember earlier I mentioned Tamiyasu Farm. And there we go. So as I said, if you check out the link in the description, it'll take you to the Travelivery page, and it will give you all sorts of information about this place. I will add it. It's too much to talk about here in this video. This video is going to be long enough as it is. So if you want to learn more, you can go check out my website. Here's another peek through. Imagine if you were a little 4-year-old. It's about as tall as it is. And that would be your vantage point. Here's some more. A ranch becomes a park. Again, here's our top of our interpretive center. Someone left their jacket. But some of this is stuff we've already seen throughout the park, about the turkey vulture, the mesquite, and some of the animals you'll see, jackrabbit, roadrunner. Again, a lot of those I didn't see. Doesn't mean they're not out there, but I did not see them. Just to give you some perspective, so our starting point was over there, and we went along this colored pathway. Way over there, you see those people way over there. We were there, came all the way around. Remember where I was telling you about the horses? That's right there. And then we came around the railroad track, baseball fields, Eastern, all the way over. And it's kind of cool up here. There's a water fountain, one for your dog too, if you wanted to give your dog a drink. But that's it. Oh, as you can see earlier, I was talking about the lake where people race their RC boats. You can see that right over there. But all that over there is what people usually call Sunset Park. They don't know this is here. Even if you're on Sunset driving along that road, you don't know this place is back here. So that's really why I wanted to take the time, do a little video of significant length and show it all to you guys. Because to me it's cool. In fact, I moved to this side of town specifically because of this little dune area. It's really the only place in Las Vegas where you can go ride your bike and not be bothered by anyone. It's a huge loop, okay? It's not to say that there aren't other places that you can ride a bike and not have cars bother you, but a lot of times they're the entire length and they're just one straight shot, and if you wanted to come back, you have to turn around and just come back, and you're basically seeing the same stuff. But this, you could do a whole entire loop. If just say you wanted to do one and not see the same stuff. I mean, of course, you'll see dirt, mesquite, path, cable, posts, things like that. But it with all the turns and stuff, it gives you a really different perspective. So anyway, as you can see, the sun's still not setting. Otherwise, I'd give you a different look, maybe a better ending. But anyway, if you like what you've seen here, you can follow Travelivery on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all under the word Travelivery. You can see it right in front of your face there, but it's Travelivery. There are sub-sites that you could check out. Maybe you specifically want to know about LA or Vegas or other cities. As we keep adding them, you'll be able to check those out too. So this is just a hidden gem. It's an extraordinary place that most people don't know about, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like this type of content, let me know in the comments. I'd really like to share more hidden gems in Las Vegas and actually around the country, maybe even around the world. That's the objective of this site. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. If you really like it, you can subscribe. A lot of the other content you might see on this channel includes things about celebrities in Las Vegas and what have you. That will still continue. These will be little playlists like hidden gems, things of that nature, but it still has to do with travel, because even though a lot of locals are here enjoying this area, it's for tourists as well. They do a lot of fun runs out here. I've seen them here early in the morning, like 5 o'clock in the morning, doing races and things. So but just maybe you want to break from the strip. You're here in Vegas and it's all of a 15-minute Uber ride, really. So you could do that and then order an Uber and take it back. So anyway, hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for watching. I know it's a long video, but it's a nice little walkthrough for you. Have a wonderful day and subscribe if you haven't. Bye.